Hi everyone, it's Alex Sparks here from Sparks Finance and I'm your local mortgage broker in Bathurst. This next video is looking to buy or sell in spring. Now this is a really interesting one. Every year this comes up, the buzz around, the spring selling time, it starts to pick up, and it's really interesting is the fact that, people like, oh, I'll list my property in spring and, I'll be able to get, a higher price where, to be honest, that's kind of a little bit of a myth. Demand and supply, the economics around demand and supply suggest that, within winter, you're actually going to get a better price because there's less supply of properties, therefore the demand for those properties is actually higher. So it's really important to understand, your position and strategy if you're looking to, to buy and sell in spring. So I just wanted to run through those now just to make sure that you can get prepped, to make sure that you're doing the right things and providing yourself enough time to be able to, to sell or upgrade or buy or whatever that might be. Now, for people who are looking to sell, once again, as I said, really understanding, the economics of demand and supply. And spring is the time that majority of people will list their property under some illusion that, their property will look better in spring, flowers are out or whatever that might be. Understanding the timeline of what that requires and the amount of property. So obviously now that, people do that, the more properties will therefore be open, so therefore there'll be more of a supply of properties, therefore more of an option for all the buyers, so therefore there is the potential of actually getting a lower price for your property. But once again, it's just understanding that and speaking to an agent. Now, if you're looking at selling, I really recommend you guys speak with an agent as soon as possible. Now, there's some really great agents in town that are happy to give you really honest feedback around, okay, where your property is currently sitting, are there comparable properties in the market or recently sold, are you likely to get a higher price now or potentially waiting. The demand and supply issue that I went through, now that obviously is generic for certain types of market. Can you get a higher price in spring? Absolutely you can. But it's so important to get the advice of a professional real estate agent to let you know exactly what the best strategy for your property is going to be. Now, if that strategy is upgrading, so let's just say you want to list your property and sell in spring and then upgrade and buy something a little bit bigger or a little bit better. Now, this is where we can really come in for us to help you understand the finance gap. Say, for example, you're looking at sell your property at 600 and you wanted to buy something at 800. Understanding the numbers around that. Maybe the last time that you bought a property, your borrowing capacity might have decreased or it might have increased. So understanding whether where you are sitting with your finance is a really critical piece of the puzzle to help you with that smooth transition. So we can say that you think you might need to sell for 600 and buy for 800, but you might only need to sell for 580 because your finance can make up that gap if the market if your property doesn't sell at the exact price that you think. So it's such a critical part to have a chat with us, have a chat with a real estate agent just to see where you're at and make sure that you can set yourself up moving forward and obviously have that smooth transition. The next thing here is for buyers. So obviously, as we discussed previously, that we are expecting that within spring there will be quite a large amount of supply as always, so you can have a lot of different properties to choose from. Now, it's really important that if you are looking at buying, once again, is to understand your finances and getting pre-approval now. If you're looking at, buying in spring, getting pre-approval locked and loaded right now will set yourself up. So when these properties start hitting the market, you're in a position straight away to be able to put in an offer on that property and get it accepted. Now, pre-approvals last for 90 days. Can get pre-approval, this month or next month. So you've got September, October, November. So those main periods of time, where the property supply is the highest, you will have more opportunity. So now's a fantastic time to have a chat with a broker to make sure that we can set you up with your finance and get you in the best position we possibly can. The other thing the buyers can start to do is really start looking at properties. Although you might not be looking at buying, you're just saving that little bit of a last deposit, start going to open homes, start having a look, what can I get for the money? I spoke to my broker, he reckons we can buy within that sort of 600 to 700 range. Start looking at those properties. Start to differentiate, the value, the areas that you might be looking, the bedrooms, the condition of those properties. So therefore, you'll be able to be more educated within the market so you can understand that when that right one comes in, you go, geez, that's really good value. I know that property down the street sold for $650 and that was in a lot worse condition than the one that I want to buy for $655. So it's a really important thing to educate yourself on the market and get yourself ready to go, because as I said, there's going to be an exceptional opportunity in the next 3 to 4 months to be able to purchase property, and by positioning yourself right is going to set you up for the long term. Now, as I said, guys, that's just a few little things for both your sellers and buyers. But as I said, speaking with professionals is the most important thing. You guys may not have the intricate knowledge of the market or interest rates and everything like that. So having a chat with a qualified and professional agent and having a chat with a good mortgage broker can create a really great team for you to be able to, as I said, sell, buy, upgrade, whatever it might be. If you have any questions, guys, please don't hesitate to give me a call. More than happy to point you in the right direction and help you guys in spring. Thank you.